Hey everybody. I'm trying to remember more intimate pieces of my dream, more detailed pieces, I should say. It was kind of like I was walking down the street, and I don't remember where I was before that, and I don't remember where I was going. I was just walking down the street. I think there was like autumn leaves. It was fall. And I came up to an old townhouse that we used to live in. And I knocked on the door. And they answered it. And I said, hey, I used to live here. Can I look around? And for whatever reason, that wasn't weird. And they let me in. And I just walked around the place that I used to live. But it had like an extra deep basement. Like the basement had 2 floors underneath of it. It went deeper than it was supposed to. And there was these it was almost like parts of the floor were made from bright red brick. And that was the path that we were supposed to follow, the area that was highlighted in red brick on the ground. So we followed the red trail. And I started channeling in the dream. There was an incident back in the day with my landlord and my mom. He was like there to fix a washing machine or something like that. And she felt like she was in danger in a predatory kind of way. And I haven't thought about that in years. I don't think anything happened. But in the dream, the landlord had been about to do something terrible to one of the people that lived there. And in the dream, she said like she was supposed to meet him at a bar or something like the next day. I had asked about the landlord, and she said she was about to meet him. It was the mother of their little family. She had a bunch of kids too. It almost mirrored the dynamic of my family, 5 kids, single mother. And I told her not to go. I told her that she'd be in danger. I told her it wasn't safe. And then he was there. He just came down the stairs and interrupted me telling her how dangerous he was. And I got hostile. They got behind me and I got ready to fight, It was one of those instances in a movie almost where it's somebody walks in and it's a standoff because battle is about to ensue. And I think it was Michonne from The Walking Dead. I think she was there, and she was right there with me. It was like she had come to the house with me, and she pulled out her sword, ready to fucking go. And I think it was less important that it was Michonne, and it was more important that it was the sword, because I'm getting the sword of wisdom here is what's important. And she had it out, and it wasn't up, it was down, and I was able to grab the outside of the blade. So I grabbed it like this, and not on the blade part, but on the back of the blade. So when she went to swing upward, I was holding on to it. I kept it still. And I said that Spirit didn't want her to do it. and I was channeling. It wasn't conscious at that point. But the symbolism here would be that spirit is holding back the blade for a reason. We talked about the 777 and raising Excalibur. In this moment, I think Spirit is holding back the blade. Because swinging the sword is justified right now. And it's not even that they don't want us to. It's that divine timing. All right. Holding back the blade. I can't make it up, guys. Justice and the Hanged Man, for some reason, they're holding back the blade. And I'm not sure we can know why. But what we can know right now is that we can trust them. That every life Spirit saves, there's a reason for. Because there's no accidents. And I'm getting this as a burden to somebody that I almost want to say, no, I shouldn't say that. This is a burden to somebody that wants to see somebody else fall. But you have to really, if this is you and you want to see somebody taken down, you have to realize that it's Spirit's call. It's Spirit's choice, and the justice and the judgment was never in your hands. It was always in Spirit's. They are the one that decides. Because we can't see what they can see. We don't know everything that they know. There's a reason for it, and it's part of the divine tapestry. The red string of fate is woven so, I almost said delicately, but it's not even delicate. It's thorough. It's intentional. And just because you want somebody to get justice, that does not mean that it's time for that yet. I was talking to somebody else about this the other day. I should bring that up. Let's not get off message then. Judgment and justice will come. And the sword is in our hands. We swing the blade, but not until Spirit says so. Not until that is our clear direction. It is divine guidance and divine will that decides when and how this happens. Strength. Chariot.